Gospel musician Marvin Sapp admits that he used to use cocaine and indulge in alcohol binges. Despite his lifelong devotion to the church, gospel musician Marvin Sapp has disclosed that he has a past with drugs and alcohol. The preacher and singer told Page 6, "I started smoking marijuana daily after my mother and father got divorced at the age of 12. At 16, I started drinking and taking pills, and at 18, I snorted my first line of cocaine." The celebrity claimed that he really rebelled as a teenager in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and that he had some major struggles growing up. Additionally, he informed us that the 5 friends he used to experiment with drugs and alcohol were either dead or had served long prison sentences. He remarked, "One of my friends is still high on crack. One of my friends is an alcoholic now. One of my friends was found in possession of a kilogram of drugs when he was arrested, and he is serving a 27-year prison sentence for second-degree murder. Another friend passed away approximately 15 years ago." The film never would have made it. The Marvin Sapp story is now based on the singer's life story. "My mother forced us to go to church, so that's why I've always sung gospel music," he said to us. "But just because we went to church does not mean the church was in us." He stated that he wants the movie to show that someone is not perfect just because they attend church. "In one way or another, we are all flawed. People need to understand that because, for some odd reason, they assume that Marvin Sapp is a halo-wielding person who is unaware of his backstory." In 1992, the father of 3 was Melinda Prince Sapp, his childhood sweetheart and manager. However, she passed away in 2010 after receiving a stage 4 colon cancer diagnosis. But he says he's prepared to get married again now. "I had to get remarried," he declared. "Married, I'm a better man than I was when I was single. I spent the last 12 years by myself. For me, marriage is wonderful. My son just got engaged," he continues. "My daughter is in a relationship. I was like, shoot, I don't want to be left out, when my baby girl started dating a guy. To get booed up together, I also want to find someone." The well-known gospel singer and pastor Marvin Sapp is well known throughout the world for his stirring vocals and uplifting music, which have positively impacted the lives of countless Christians. His popular song, "Never Would Have Made It," resonated with people who had overcome adversity in life and emerged stronger, becoming an anthem of faith and tenacity. But beneath the inspirational sayings and a portrayal of a man who is deeply committed to his faith, Marvin Sapp's life story is one of adversity, atonement, and the transforming force of grace. In an open admission, Sapp has disclosed that his path was anything but easy, struggling with drug misuse and the hurt of his parents' separation before returning to the church. Many people who have followed Sapp's career are surprised by the revelations because he has always been a mainstay in the gospel music scene. Sapp revealed that his adolescent years in Grand Rapids, Michigan, were characterized by disobedience, addiction, and the influence of unfavorable peers, despite his lifelong affiliation with the church. He started smoking marijuana every day when he was 12 years old, which marked the beginning of his decline into substance abuse. He started taking pills and drinking a lot when he was 16, and by the time he was 18, he was using cocaine. Sapp's story serves as a sobering reminder that temptations and challenges associated with growing up in challenging circumstances can affect even individuals who are actively involved in religious communities. The story of Marvin Sapp is not only about the difficulties he encountered, but also about the grace that eventually enabled him to change his course in life. He is now a well-liked pastor, a devoted father, and a ray of hope for people going through comparable struggles. His life narrative, which was turned into the film, Never Would Have Made It. The Marvin Sapp story is a potent illustration of the belief that everyone is capable of redemption. The movie seeks to present the true Marvin Sapp, a man who has devoted his life to sharing the good news of God's forgiveness and love in spite of his imperfections and past transgressions. In order to eradicate the stigmas attached to addiction and the pressures of maintaining a perfect image, Sapp's candor about his past is essential. By telling his story, he wants to inspire others by demonstrating that, with faith, tenacity, and the help of a caring community, it is possible to get through even the most trying times. His message is unambiguous. Everyone has the capacity to grow and change, regardless of their background, and attending Marvin church Sapp does looks not forward make to one the perfect. future with hope and optimism as he considers his life. Following the devastating demise of his spouse, Melinda Prince Sapp, due to colon cancer in 2010, Sapp has prioritized his 3 children's upbringing and the continuation of his ministry. After a decade and a half of being single, he is now prepared to give love another go in the hopes of finding a lifelong companion. His wish to get married again demonstrates his respect for the institution of marriage and his realization of the value of friendship in getting through difficult times. The inspiring tale of Marvin Sapp shows how someone can emerge from the depths of hopelessness and serve as a beacon of hope for others. His journey from a troubled youth to a revered pastor and icon of gospel music serves as a powerful reminder of the necessity of resilience and the transformational power of faith. Even for those who are firmly rooted in religious communities, Sapp's candor about his battles with substance abuse and the anguish of his parents' divorce provides a necessary and refreshing perspective on the complexities of life. His narrative serves as a helpful reminder that flaws are what make us human and that striving to overcome them is what true strength is all about. More than just a recounting of Sapp's life, the publication of Never Would Have Made It. The Marvin Sapp story is evidence that redemption is always possible, regardless of how far one has strayed. With the halo that many have imagined Sapp to wear removed, the film gives viewers a glimpse into the reality of Sapp's life and tells the tale of a man who, like everyone else, has faced significant obstacles. Through disclosing his personal hardships, Sapp offers motivation to individuals going through comparable struggles, proving that there is always time to make a positive change in one's life. Sapp is steadfast in his commitment to sharing a message of healing and hope as he ministers through music and church activities. His thoughts on the past and his goals for the future demonstrate his faith in the ability of individual growth and the value of support and community in overcoming hardship. After being single for 12 years, his desire to get married again shows how much he values companionship and love, especially in the face of life's inevitable setbacks. The themes of Marvin Sapp's most well-known song, Never Would Have Made It, are reflected in many ways in his life story. Sapp's life is a real example of how faith can result in redemption and renewal, just as the song discusses the strength of faith in getting through adversity. His story serves as a reminder that anyone can overcome obstacles and succeed in both their personal and professional life, regardless of where they begin. Marvin Sapp is an inspiration to many who look up to him because his story is not only one of achievement, but also one of humility and tenacity. It challenges us to see past outward manifestations and consider the nuanced factors that influence a person's life. Many people who are looking for inspiration and consolation in their own lives will surely find resonance in Sapp's story as he continues to inspire through his music and ministry. By revealing his reality, Marvin Sapp has made it possible for others to discover their own route to recovery and achievement and demonstrated that everything is achievable with faith and willpower.